Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're back on our pay to win account and we only have 3 stages left, guys. We are in chapter 34, trying to finish this out, trying to get to 35. It has been a struggle to go ahead and finish out this chapter. We've already accumulated 17,000 diamonds from the promo codes from a couple different sources. We have got a lot going on. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to do some summons. I want to get through 34. I want to get into 35. I've never been in 35. The highest that I've ever made it in AFK Arena is chapter 34. Happy Easter, guys. Definitely thank you for joining me for the live stream. We got a lot of stuff going on tomorrow. So tonight is going to be the stream. Fingers crossed we have to finish out 34 and get into 35. What's going on, Dark Blaine? And Kevin Kennison here, Abraham Milton, Sylvan. So a lot of players have been asking what I'm using my tier stones for. So actually, I'll show you real quick. Of course, Iran. From the priority, he is the biggest priority when it comes to the agility stones. So we've actually been using them on him. We got his tier 3 stone for his weapon, of course, to increase his damage by, I think it's 4.1%. So 31,000 extra attack, which is an absolute monster. Second that I've been using is for Ainz. Of course, with Ainz, he is just the absolute monster DPS nuke that kills anything. So why not go ahead and make him stronger? That way he can kind of solo everything by himself. And we are definitely building him out. We already have 2 pieces. We have his weapon and we have his boots. Still waiting for one more stone to go ahead and finish him out. Essentially, still waiting in the shop. We have a ton of tokens in there, but haven't had a chance to go ahead and get those out. So again, guys, happy Easter. Thank you for joining me tonight. So let's go ahead. We'll get into our summons. I have 1 tier 3 stone that I actually just picked up from the shop. Which again, I'm thinking of use it for Ainz, but I'm kind of on the fence. I don't know what other cast or what agility where I would use that for. It is kind of the struggle. I'm saving it just in case. Finally got Saurus. Very nice, Kevin. Saurus is the go-to when it comes to the Twisted Realm until you get into having Grez maxed out. The 3 of 9 and the 9 of 9, having Grez with the skeletons maxed out. Is really strong, but you'll have Saurus essentially up to there, and there's still a lot of battles that you'll still use Saurus. He still gets a lot of play in the campaign, still gets a lot of play in a bunch of different places. Yep, tier 3 stones are unlocked at chapter 30. So they do come out of chapter 30. Once you finish 30, you get a free one, but chapter 30 is when you start getting them. What's going on, Marcus? Are there any friend slots for Yukio? Let me check the friend slot. I think it might still be full, which usually, yeah, everybody even within a day has been on here. We might be able to. I know my the FHG account has Yukio as well. How many refreshes would you suggest for Guild T3 stones? I usually do 2 or 3, Alex. In here, I usually do 2 or 3. We just found one right there because it starts getting expensive. If it goes to 400 for the refresh, I wouldn't do it. Also, I wouldn't do it that early. I mean, we still have 25 days left. Chances are, Alex, that the stones are going to show up in here. You don't have to keep refreshing and refreshing to pick them up. Chances are in the next 25 days, you're going to see them show up in here without having to spend any diamonds at all, which would be very nice. Baby, what's good? Hello. Happy Easter. All right, guys, we got a couple stones to use in here. We have 8 total summons. We have been pulling a lot of Celestials and Hypogeans out of here. Which is going on? What's going on, Motaz? Thanks for joining us for the stream. Hopefully, it is going to continue with our Celestials and our Hypogeans in here. But we also do need Allard, and we also do need any of the new heroes. We can get Raku. We can get Peggy. Trying to build them all while they're still in the heroic ship. And we know when it comes to the event, so when it comes to the 2nd anniversary event, there's going to be an opportunity to go ahead and pick up several copies of them. So let's see who we get, guys. So not too bad. We got Verk, we got Scrag, we got Isolde, Saurus, Lucius, Rowan, And Verk again. So I think Verk is already maxed out, but that's okay, guys. Because remember, it is going to be food. It is going to be a lot of food. We can use a lot of these heroes as fodder if they're already maxed out to the 5 stars, which is okay. Oh, you're welcome, baby. Thank you for all those videos. Absolutely. I love making the videos. All right, so we're still number 1 here by a little bit. Dai is trying to catch us right there. All right, so in the tavern, we have faction scrolls, we have common scrolls, we have our companion points, we have diamonds, we have a lot. Can I be your friend in the pay-to-win account for my birthday? Maybe, Kevin. We'll have to see if we can swap somebody out. What's going on, Hyatt? Thank you for joining us for the stream. And what's going on? We got Nightmare here. We got Tobin in here as well. All right, guys. So we are going to be summoning for the Light Bearers because, again, we're looking for Peggy. We're looking for Allard. We want to pull copies of those. If we don't pull copies, we want food. We essentially want to pull fodder for them as well. We have our companion points. We have our scrolls. We're going to burn everything because we still have a couple more days until the desired summons reset. 4 more days. We can accumulate some diamonds within there. And then also going into next month, we'll have enough diamonds. What I want to do, though, is try not to spend them all on Allard or Allard. To go ahead and save those to look for Raku or look for Peggy and stocking up essentially the diamonds for the 2nd anniversary. So let's go ahead. We'll get into the summons. And I always love doing this with you guys, with the viewers, because this is where we have the luck. Every time I summon by myself, it really doesn't work very well. So I am hoping that we can get some elites out of here tonight. We've got 3 rares. Companion points have a lower elite chance. There we go. We got, 6 more elites there. All right, so we'll do our common scrolls. I was talking to an inactive person from the hunting field and said he was broke. I'm like, what? Not sure what's going on, Marcos. Pulled the most rare thing. Just make it yeah, let's see if we can get a quad. A quad for Easter would be awesome. Which we got 4 rares in that pull. All right, so there's our first elite, guys. It is Gorvo, so not too bad. Gorvo is not at 5 stars yet. We are still building him out. So a couple more rares there. We got 1 card on the table. Again, we're going all in Light Bearers for this just because we know we need copies. And look at that, guys. 7 of 10 rare cards. Absolutely awesome. How are the accounts doing in the hunting ground? They're doing pretty well. We just moved into the 2nd section. Again, I know I'm pretty, I'm a little bit behind when it comes to the hunting. I started about a day late, which there's a Light Bearer. It is another copy of Hendrik. All right, so we do have a card on the table, and then we're just going to do summons again. No, Warwick is not worth it. He falls off in the guild boss once you get later game. Yeah, Warwick is still used for quite a bit. Warwick I still use for quite a bit. Some Twisted Realm boss comps use Mortis. Some do use Warwick still. So it still does work. All right, guys. So we got 17,000 diamonds. Again, we're looking for food. We're looking for our Light Bearers. We can go ahead and just burn through all of these diamonds because we will replenish them. And look at the amount of rare food. 7 of 10. We're going to be able to build up a couple other heroes. So there's our next elite card, which is a copy of Drez. Drez is another one we don't have maxed out. So we're still doing really well with the pulls. Even though I'm not seeing the Easter luck here, guys. Just going to pull them 1 at a time. We got 2 more summons. Just a single at that point, which is a copy of Rigby. We still have Rigby in the wish list. And our final pull, another elite. Very nice. So back to back. And it is Hendrik again. We usually stream about an hour, Epic Gamer. Usually 2 or 3 times a week for about an hour. All right, so that gives us quite a few more emblems. We have no Stargazer cards, just waiting again for all of the new events to drop. So let's see the food we got here, though. Look at that, guys. So a couple more rares. or a couple more elites. There's some more elite pluses. All right, so we got Lucius. Lucius is almost maxed out as well. We got him at 3 stars. So let's see. We'll go through our factions. We'll see who we can build here. If we can build anyone, because here we're essentially just waiting for food. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got an extra copy of Rowan. I think we have 2 down here. Didn't pull any Allards. Didn't pull any of Peggy. So nothing for them yet. Which, look, we almost have Oscar completely maxed. We have a ton of copies of Thane. So let's look at our Maulers, which will add another star to Verk. I still need more room in the crystal to put some of these heroes. But as of right now, we don't have any Maulers coming. We have 1 food there. Everybody else is just waiting because we built Cetrina. We still need more copies of Warwick. It's not too bad. Still kind of sitting there. It's almost quiet time for hunting fields, and it's still in beta. Yeah, I know 6 days is all that you get in the hunting fields, which I know a lot of people are not happy at all with the hunting fields. That's why I did the list of things that I would change for the hunting field. Yeah, I think there's only 2 more days. It's very, very short, guys. Have I used the swap scrolls? No, we haven't, Alex. We're sitting on the swap scrolls. We don't know how many we're going to get. So essentially, I want to say that there's nothing I really want to swap for right now. We're just kind of waiting. So here, I don't think I have any food yet. But there we go. We got a copy of Cirrus. Iran is already maxed out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have a little bit of food here. But again, we are waiting for Raku. So we're waiting to get a couple copies of Raku on here. Again, so we can build him while he's in that heroic ship. How do you really feel about Peggy? Sword, I think that Peggy is going to be a niche hero. I think there are going to be a couple instances or a couple different places where Peggy is going to be used. Whether it's with Gwen, whether it's defending Rowan, I think there are going to be a couple places that she is going to be used. But ultimately, I don't know. I don't know. It's still too early to see. We got to have her built. We got to test her out and see just how well Peggy does do. All right, and then Graveborn. I know we don't have any Graveborns in the horizon right now, so I think Isolde is already completely maxed out. So who else do we have to build? I think we have Kelthar, and then we have Baden, and that is it. Guys, if we could get a couple more copies for Kelthar, he would be 5 stars. We already have enough copies of him. And then we have Baden. So here, nobody to build. We have a lot. Look at all the spare copies we have, guys. We have Zafriel, we have Athalia, we have Orthos. We need 1 more Orthos, and he will be at Ascended, which would be awesome. Almost got a star there, almost got a star there, almost got a star there. So a ton in there. We're getting the 100 scrolls. Yeah, I know the giveaway, they're giving 100 summon scrolls. That's right. Year 1, they gave us 50. This year, they are giving us 100. So that is going to be massive, massive summons, which you're getting 3 elites out of there at bare minimum. Big thing that I like is, again, they're giving Peggy, they're giving away Raku, they're giving a ton of resources for the stores to go ahead and build those out. In here, we started building our Khazard, which is awesome. And then, of course, Dimensionals are done. We got a little bit more loot to go ahead and gather up here. All right, so the Oak Inn, guys, we're going to do some furniture. 1 million or 1 billion. We need 2 players with 5 heroes. Yeah, we've done that, D. So we've gotten there. I'll show you guys. I know a lot of people asked about the hunting fields. So we downed the boss. The boss was very, very easy, surprisingly. He respawned very shortly, which is right, where's he at? Right here. So we did already kill him out once. So the only things that we need, a couple more level 5 camps, which won't be too hard. A couple more pieces of mythic loot, which again won't be too hard. And we will be completely maxed out. We'll be done maxed out with our final level. So we will be heroic. So we're very close. We just have this last little part to get over, which we're just actually saving right now. So it'd be very, very cool. Yeah, they're giving us Epic Gamer. If you haven't seen, they're giving us 100 scrolls. That is right. They're giving us 100 common scrolls, which is very, very cool for the anniversary, which I believe starts on the 6th, guys. So it starts April 6th is going to be the anniversary when it drops. I thought Lone Wolf Man's completing quests alone, but that was a team. Yeah, Ashish. The Lone Wolf meant you were just placed with random people on some of the accounts. Even my free-to-play account, we have AFK. We have 2 of 5 of us that are absolutely garbage. So there's no way to drop to go back into support once you go in there. Unfortunately, you're kind of stuck. Unfortunately. What's going on, Brad? Thank you for joining us. And the man has joined us as well. And great day. Next year, 1,000 Stargazer. Oh, nice, mailman. They'll tease us with the Stargazer cards. All right, guys. So we got 23,000 Poe coins. Wish list stays the same. We have Orthos and Khazard on there. Trying to match out Lucretia. We got Wukong in here. Isolde would be nice to max, as well as Oden, Thorin. I think we put Estrella back in there because we maxed out somebody. So we'll just go ahead and we'll do our summons. This is the pay to win account. All right, guys. So our first pull is a mythic piece for Estrella. She's getting built. It's taken some time, but ultimately we'll get a lot of furniture for a lot of heroes. I think we have over 200 mythic pieces right now. So we got a piece for Thorin there. Still cannot do the Thorin cheese. What's going on, Solus? The Floral Wanderer. Solus has joined us. Yeah, imagine 200 scrolls next year. That would be awesome. Another mythic piece there. Hopefully it'll be a double, which we get a piece for Khazard. Still want to build him. Guys, Khazard is another hero, just like Nizoth, that I have never built. I've never built. I have never seen them. I want to see them. Ultimately, want to see them completely maxed out. So we have 2 cards on the table. Let's go ahead and equip the furniture we got there. So added another piece for Estrella. Arthur is still at 3. Not too bad. So that gives us a total of 197. I thought it was still stuck at 197. For some reason I thought we had 199. There we go, guys. We had to refresh that. So 199 is where we're at right now. With our furniture, we'll go ahead and do our recycles. Might be enough. Nope, a little bit short. Decision time. Choice hero reset coming in 2 days. I need 2 Alards, 2 Odens, 2 Sylvanas. I have 5 pulls. I get nothing from the 100 scrolls. Honestly, you only need 1. I mean, as long as you have all 3 of those in there, you should probably be able to get 1 Hyatt. I'm hoping that the RNG will let you get 1. Not sure if you pulled 1, if you've used your chest yet, but they're also giving us a ton of resources. So they're actually going to give you a lot in the way of guild coins. You're going to get quite a bit out of here when it comes to stones. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff with the anniversary event. Plus we have the new Voyage of Wonder. Plus we have the other kind of mini Voyage of Wonder that they're giving you a lot of stuff as well. So we still got a lot of different things. What team should I use for Graveborn on the final boss? So we've noticed Cosmic is with the Graveborn team specifically for the hunting fields. That what worked the best for Graveborn was Grez. Grez and Silas was really good. Isolde doesn't seem to be working at all because he doesn't take enough damage to get his stacks up fast. The boss doesn't scale fast enough to do a lot of damage. Because right now I'm running Graveborn on my Graveborn account for the hunting fields. I've souped up all my characters. I think they're maxed out 3 or 4 right now. And it still isn't working very well. Isolde is definitely not the choice when it comes to Graveborn. Isabella is absolutely destroying it. 2 Graveborns that are destroying it in there. Oden is doing really, really well with damage in the hunting fields. So is Isabella. Isabella is by far doubling and tripling up damage when it comes to the hunting field, because on the Graveborn account, I have her completely maxed out with her signature item, with her furniture, and she is just destroying in there right now. Yeah, Oden is really good, especially if you have him built. The same with Isabella. Isabella is doing really well. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to kick off the campaign, guys. Try to get this finished. I did not receive an anniversary event. It comes out on the 6th. So it will release on 4/6. Today is 4/3 by my time. So Tuesday it will be out and all of the anniversary stuff will be up. So a little too early right now, Solus, but it will be up soon. Did some stargazing today and got Lucreta and Tailene ascended. Van Man, absolutely awesome. They are two heroes you absolutely want to have ascended, and getting both of them is even better. This one we just got to get some of the RNG to work with Eins. There we go. It's funny that people say Tailene is the tankiest Celestial when Orthos is the only Celestial in the tank class logic. Yeah, and that's it. So we even have a lot of tanks. When you look at that, Epic Gamer, there's a lot of tanks that don't tank. Particularly, look at Almas. Almas is a tank. Almas doesn't tank. Almas is kind of disappointed how much he just kind of falls over. But you know what? Still in the tank specification. I like Tailene just because, one, she takes a lot of damage, and two, she comes back to life. I mean, you can't really say many tanks can do that. I believe you can. Yes, Dark Blade. I absolutely think I can. I really, really hope I can. We are almost there, guys. 34:59. Again, it is really close here. And I know coming up to that to the next stage is very, very tough. I know 34:60 is very tough. If they just give us an ascended box of any hero, just get an ascended hero from the box. Either, oh yeah, Ash, that would be super easy. That would make it very, very easy if you just, hey, here's the box. Hey, here's your hero. That's kind of a mine's 4/4/21. Yep. And that's it, Solus. So you got 2 more days until the event will be up for you. So soon. It'll be very soon. It will be up. Yeah, exactly. When you start getting into the 5 waves, the 5 team comps, it is super, super hard. It's a game changer. Honestly, Mailman, I don't think there's anything past 5 waves. There might be. I know D would know. But ultimately, when it comes to 5 teams, I don't know if it goes to 6 or 7. I don't think so. I don't even know where you'd pull that many. But look at that, guys. Look at Eins. 300 million damage. Look at Tailene, 111 million healed. All right, guys. So this is going to be the test. 3460. This is the one that is going to essentially kind of make it or break it, which we have Nara right here on Arden. So we're just going to let it, which we probably shouldn't have put Joker in there. If we don't win this one, we can actually just reset it. But of course we're going to. So very nice. Any news on how to get the Isold skin? No, Hyatt. So they have an Isold skin, and if you guys haven't seen, they have a new skin for Lorzen. There's 2 new skins that are coming. Very, very cool looking skins. The Lorzen skin reminds me a little bit of the new skin that they have for Gwen. It is very, very cool looking. I absolutely love it. That new skin that's coming out. I cannot wait to see them. And wait to pick them up. The Skaraz skin is pretty cool too. Waiting for you to reach 35.8. Oh yeah, Oliver. We're trying to get there. I know 35 is going to be a little bit difficult. It looks like even they're having a Thalia in the top. Wonder if we can get some dodge off. And even here, guys, we have a huge level deficiency. What is it, 143? So again, we just got to get the RNG to work. Yeah, Gwen works very, very well with Arthur and Rose. If you can supercharge Gwen's arrows, absolutely can do a ton of damage very, very fast. Maybe we even put Skarath up there, just because we know he's going to do the pull and essentially die. But again, I know this is going to take quite a few repeats. We knew this was coming here, but I want to try to get through this. Throwing ascended. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see them doing a Celestial or Hypogeum for free. I just don't see Lilith going that far. I could see a copy, but I cannot see just a full hero at that point. Does Lucius work with Gwyneth? No. Lucius kind of, or not Lucius, Lucretia kind of works by herself. But if you're talking about Lucius will work in chapter 12. I mean, if you're just rinse and repeating because that's a hero that you have kind of built, it'll come. It'll happen in time. Just like getting through the stages in here. Might have to switch out some team comps. Might have to go with the God comp in here. But again, we'll try it out. Rosaline's skin is coming. She'll fly with her new skin. Rosaline is having wings in her new skin, and she follows allies in air. I don't know about that, Ash. That sounds kind of sounds kind of crazy. Because that's kind of a little far-fetched with that one. We're close to hitting 100 viewers. We have quite a few. Yeah, the viewers, even last Sunday, we were at about 300. I think the peak was around 240. Kenya has the good vibes out here, trying to get this done. Which, again, we can also swap this with the God tier comp. I'm hoping, again, we can run this, and we're going to run this. Run it until, essentially, we get it done. Because this is where we're stuck, guys. This is exactly where we're stuck. As long as we can get some good RNG in here, get possibly some dodges. Aziz is just getting one-shotted up there. Might have to swap Rowan up there and see exactly what we can do. There's a good stun. Because I know at least Rowan is not going to get one-shotted right off the bat. But Aziz well in the front. Can you buy me a monthly pack? Nope, not right now, Ash. We're not really spending that much in the AFK arena currently. Maybe Titus on it there. Yeah, it seemed like Titus was just dying in literally a hit. And again, we're probably going to have to switch out some of these team comps. Even here, I mean, Aziz is fully geared. Aziz has everything, all of his tier 2. This team is tier 2 all the way. They are just getting, I mean, even there, boom, just getting melted. This is why the stage is so hard to get through. Because essentially, most of these heroes are not doing much of anything just because they're dying so quick. I don't know if the Lucy Cheese, we're going to have to get this to work. And she is fully geared out as well. But again, Aziz down here is locking out from ults. She got her ult out that time. She did it. Look at that, Lucy. There it is, guys. That is why we love the cheese. 410 million. Look at that. With our 3 level 1 heroes, 410 million. That is crazy. Eastern time, usually it's 8 o'clock. Usually it's at the reset. Sometimes they'll do it a little bit earlier, Seeking. Just because of the time zone. I usually get the updates at 2 o'clock Eastern time, but usually when it comes to Voyage of Wonders coming out, when it comes to everything dropping, it's usually 8 p.m. It's usually at reset. So let's try this one. This is going to be the 5 pull again, which is good because we leave Scrag out of this one. Oh, we almost got it down. We should be able to get it. I know, absolutely. New subscriber to the channel. And I didn't get the notification up there, or I might have just missed it. Yeah, exactly. The new event Should be relatively soon, guys. About another 2 days for most players. 2 to 3 days at most. So we got a lot of burst damage. There we go. I've been trying to level up Skarath a little bit. I'm trying to level up Titus a little bit. I'm thinking I might have to put Leica in the back to try to get some more of her damage, because we know Skarath is going to die anyways. I think if maybe that we got that off, it would have got it. Just need to be able to live for a little bit longer. But I think we can get it. We came close the very first time, thinking it's just going to be the RNG of getting it. Yeah, Solus is good. The big thing that I have the issue with her is the dying of the Floral Spectre. That's really the main problem that I usually have with her. Oh, Vert got it done there. Which is hard too. I was thinking of this because having Scraggin here, he's bringing all the boosts. Well, there we go, guys. We got that one done. 170, 115, 66. A lot of people say that Sophia doesn't do any damage. 115 million damage. Pretty good there for not really doing any more damage. And mainly Leica is there for energy, there for the haste, and of course there for the massive debuff that she provides. So we got the lockout team, and then we have this team. All right, so let's see if this one. Solus is the best fought. Oh, nice, D. So the big thing with Solus is, like I was saying earlier, when it comes to the Floral Spectre is an ability that pops her little flower up. If it doesn't survive, you lose a ton of damage. So essentially, with us having 140 level deficiency in here, the Floral Spectre dies usually in about 2 seconds. So if you can't keep that Floral Spectre up, it's really, really hard to maximize her damage. Solus does lose a ton of damage with that Floral Spectre not being alive, which sucks. I mean, they could definitely change her up a little bit and make it work a little bit better, but the Floral Spectre does die too quickly, in my opinion. 196 million, almost 95 million there from Mahira, guys. So this is the last stage. So this is the one we got to get by. Let's see what we can do. This, again, is going to take some time. Grez is maxed out. Boom. We got the shield up there. Damon and Silas finished it last time, which it looks like they might do it again, guys. If we can get through, we got it. Chapter 34 completed. Chapter 34 completed. Chapter 3460 completed. Oh, so we got it. We got it, guys. There it is. Let's look at the last team. Damon for the carry. 276 million damage. Damon got it. So that is it, guys. The Easter luck is there. Chapter 34 is completed. Very, very nice. So on to the next chapter. The sunken lands have been sunk in the reef of wreckage. So we moved over to the new island, guys. And here it is. People just littered kind of through here. But we are done in 35. So we can collect up our loot there, get some diamonds, get our tier stone. Oh, look at that. 200 huge VIP points. So we got it. We got it out of there, guys. Very nice. I was hoping we'd get that done in 35. This is the first time I've ever seen chapter 35. It is the first time that we have ever made it here. Boom, we'll collect up our 9,000 diamonds, guys. Yep, remember, this is by far the best thing. If you're looking to purchase anything in AFK Arena, the advancement rewards is the best. Absolutely 9,000 diamonds right there, which is awesome. That is absolutely awesome to finish out that chapter. We get, hiring out mercenaries. I was going to say, did we get an achievement for it? Little short of 2,000. So there it is. Oh, and it looked like that was another tier stone. Nice. We always need these chests. So now we have tier 3 stones. Got a couple more cards, which will go ahead and do some more light bearers. Yeah, absolutely the advancement rewards. So there's a copy of Lucius, and our second one will be, now check if you're under, yeah, 9,000 diamonds. Cecilia, so we got 2 there. Very, very nice. Oh, you want to see the package? This is all that I've been finding now is the customization bundles. I don't know if Lilith has changed this. I even went through, did the Voyage of Wonder. I got one of these. I've done a couple things, especially in the tower. I've gotten the same thing. So you can actually just build tier 1 and 2 stones. So unfortunately, no tier 3 stones in here. The next package, same Stargazer cards or fodder. And then here we would go with Essence. But it is $50, guys. So I'm not going to pick that up right now. I like the customization packs. And again, this is what that I've seen. So I have seen these pop up on all the different accounts. I've seen these regularly. So 3,200 diamonds, 3,200 VIP points, 20 Stargazer cards. So not too bad to build your own bundle. I mean, for $100, you'd get 100 red chests, 40 of these, 60 of these. So we finished out the chapter, guys. Finally. That was a long time coming. Oh, man. All right, so 35. We'll just keep going. We got the Ainz train here with Rowan and the wood plank into chapter 35. So there we are, guys. I hope I can get my Solus to Mythic soon. Solus wants to get Solus to Mythic. Keep pushing them. Yeah, that's what I've noticed, Hyatt, is it seems that it has been all custom packs. Every single time that I've seen it, it has been custom packs out of everything. So here we're still going to cheese with the Ainz, and look at the damage he does, guys. Oh, Solus just killed us. She does a ton of damage when you fight her, and the Floral Spectre is hard to kill. Taylene went there pretty quick. Boom, got some stuns. There's the first ult, which didn't even kill her. Second ult takes out everybody but Rowan because he is immune. Very nice, guys. 35-3, we're going to continue. I think they're doing it for the anniversary for the bundles. Oh, yeah, Joshua, they could be. It might just be for the anniversary, guys. But again, that is all I've seen. It's just been those bundles kind of coming again and again. Get our power up on Ainz. Hopefully get Rowan to stun some people because that seems to be what it takes. Might be able to get this one. Antandra, there we go. Boom. Solus have been like my first useless ascended. I use her in the tower, Michael. That's really it. I've used Solus quite a bit when it comes to the tower. That's ultimately where I've been using Solus a ton, is the tower. What do you think about Arthur, Taylene, Ainz, Gwen, and Albedo? Epic Gamer, that's kind of an overkill. You need more support, honestly, in that combination. Gwen will work well in that combination, especially behind Arthur. But essentially, the only thing that you want is Ainz to ult. I'm not worried about the damage that Gwen is going to bring in that combination, because Gwen is not there for the damage. I would just go ahead and put a little bit more support in there and drop out Gwen. So here we go right back to the 5 teams. Can you show us all the frames and... well, the frames right now, we're missing quite a few frames. These are the ones that we have. So we got the basic, we got the RO64, that's from the Legends Championship Tournament. HOE Brawler frame, that's a Warrior frame, so a little bit further in the Heroes of Esperia. Pearly Presence, that's actually the first frame I had when we started. Season 2, Season 3, when it comes to the Abyssal Expedition. I don't have Season 1 because this account wasn't made yet. When Season 1 was out, we got our Candle frame, and then, of course, the Lunar Cleansing. Then we have our next frame coming, which is the anniversary event. So very, very cool. It is coming around the corner. And then, of course, on the horizon is the next Abyssal Expedition. We did the beta last time, so now it is going to be back to the regular Abyssal Expedition. So here, guys, again, we have a very, very high level deficiency in here. So I'm going to drop in Ezio. We'll see how we do. Yeah, I cannot wait, Michael, to get those 100 scrolls. It is going to be very, very cool to get those. And look at that. Our level deficiency here, they are just dying. Let's slow it down. Wukong's, boom. The bludgeon almost killed the entire team. And all it takes is one hit, maybe even two. There we go. We got an alt. Not enough to kill him. I was hoping if we can get Ezio to do something again. I think it's just going to take quite a bit of RNG. What is the most hated hero? Honestly, Epic Gamer, my most hated hero of all times in AFK Arena is when I have to fight Zolrath. I absolutely hate fighting Zolrath. Zolrath is just an absolute pain in the butt every time I fight him. Let's see what some of these other teams can do. See, I think we might have hit a brick wall here. Yeah, Isabella is super tough since they have went ahead and reworked her. She is really, really hard to deal with. But you know what? Let's pick her up. I was hoping maybe just locking her down for a couple minutes would help. There's Ezio, guys, going to work. Oh, Wukong was too much. You didn't get the Pharaoh's Crown? No, so this account wasn't up. This account wasn't made when the Pharaoh's Crown was out. The crossover event with Age of... It's not... Maybe Age of Empires? I forget what it is. The other Lilith game. Nope, this wasn't even made yet. This account's not that old, guys. We're still getting there. But no crown. My squad has 3.5 days left and are almost done with the first boss. Do we stand a chance? Ooh, that's going to be tough because you still have the first boss and the second boss to go through, plus the main boss. You're going to cut it really, really close if you have a over-leveled, because you're going to have to take your tier 4s and your tier 5s essentially in there to be able to get through. You have to take tier 5s to get through to the boss. You guys could do it. It would probably take a lot of coordination, but you definitely could do it. There's definitely a way. Easiest way to get Poe coins. I refresh the store twice a day, but the rates of mythic furniture are terrible. Red, the only way is really if you're buying them. That's really the only other way to get Poe coins. I refresh the shop usually 4 times a day. So I get roughly, what's that, 1,250 Poe coins a day just from the shop. That's really the only, honestly, the only way. Let me say, I think we had Tassie. Tassie used to be in this team. We can swap some of these teams out and just see kind of how they look. I don't anticipate getting through here because, again, we're almost to, what, 146, 144 level deficiency. So it's quite a big difference here. And again, I think it is honestly just going to be RNG getting through here. Gaining some levels and then making it RNG to get through here. We need a lot of levels, guys, but I'm glad we got into 35. That was the goal of tonight, was to definitely push through. Orthos is really tough to deal with as well, especially because if you get the haste reduction, he is super hard to kill. He is very, very hard to kill. I had to solo enroll and only one other person has T3. You might not be able to hit the very top tier, but as long as you can get under the top tier, you'll still get your tier 3 stones. You'll still get a considerable amount of loot. Again, if you're only at tier 3 now with 3 days left, you're probably not going to make it. It's going to be a stretch because you don't have enough time to get to build up stuff. Essentially, you're going to run out of time. But like I said, even if you're just behind the top tier, it definitely would. By switching Titus and Lucia. Oh, and this one, yeah, we can swap it. So Titus and again, I think a lot of it is just kind of coming down to the levels right now. I mean, most of this we're just getting one-shotted. Even with the 5 pulls, we don't have much. We don't have much we can do. Can't you enroll a second time? So if some guildmates didn't make it, you could try a second time. No, you can't enroll twice. So if you actually enroll to play, you can't go back and spectate. You can't take back the enrollment. Once you're in, you're already in. I don't know if they're going to just continue to roll this over, essentially. I don't know exactly what Lilith's plans are for this, but they might do these 7 days. So once the hunting fields go ahead and reset, they're going to go ahead and possibly just do it again. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be the Abyssal Expedition. I don't anticipate them doing very much, especially with the 2-year anniversary event. I think it's going to be all the focus is going to be on that because you have a lot of stuff to do with the 2-year anniversary. There's a lot of stuff coming out with it. Should I stargaze for Mortis? Down the line, Epic Gamer, you can stargaze for Mortis. Depending where you're at, right now you're probably not going to use him. Literally the only place that I've ever used Mortis, and we have him built up a little bit, I use him in the Twisted Realm, just a buff, and I used him in the Abyssal Expedition. Short of those 2 places, I haven't used him anywhere else. So even looking there, I would build Taylene, I'd build the twins, I'd build Alna, I'd build Lucretia, I would build Aziz. There's a ton of heroes that I would build before Mortis, just because where you're at, it's probably not a priority to have him built. Ultimately, you might build him and you're not going to use him. There's a lot of other Celestials and Hypogeans, essentially, that I would build before I built him. I don't like the new mini AE. It's crap. I think the overall mini AE, the Hunting Grounds is good. They need to change a lot of things about it. That's really the big thing is there has to be some tweaks, which you guys know, Lilith. If you guys have played AFK Arena for any amount of time, you know they're going to make changes, and you know they're going to make a lot of changes. They always do. Even Abyssal Expedition to AE, they make a lot of changes. You'll have a lot of changes coming, and a lot of the player feedback that we've put on Reddit, that we've put up on Discord, a lot of different places, they take the feedback, guys. That is one of the very, very unique things that Lilith has always done, and they do it across multiple games. They take into account the viewers' feedback, the players' comments. They really do, and it's one of the only games that I've seen that, and I've seen it consistently, where they will do things that are in the best aspect of the players because that's what the players want. So it's interesting to see exactly how they do it. And again, guys, I don't think we're going to be able to get through these. We're definitely going to have to gain a couple more levels. We're going to need quite a bit more to get through here. Just create a kick button and I would be happy. I could leave an inactive team and join an active one. Yeah, so that was one of the big things. That is what I know 100% they have to address is the inactive button. So essentially, when we talked about it, the way that I think they should handle it, which I think would make sense, is let's say you go in and you go in here and you join the hunting fields. Right there, so we join the hunting fields. It starts a counter, let's say 24-hour counter, whatever it may be. If a player is inactive for 24 hours, they should just essentially, I think, normalize your hunter's mark. So let's say in that first 24 hours, on average, people get, 1,300 marks. They could give 1,300 marks split between the other 4 players that are active, kick out the inactive player, and then bring in another player. I think that's something they could do. That way with the inactive player, even if we had stuff in the bags, they could give you all of his essence, or they could give you all of the attacking tokens, essentially to go ahead and continue the expedition with a new player, or even just transfer a certain amount to a new player. They're going to have to do something. That is the biggest thing that everyone has talked about when it comes to the hunting grounds, is the inactive players. It will literally just kill the entire raid because if players are inactive. It just absolutely gets, you just get destroyed in here. It sucks if you have players that are inactive. It doesn't work. My guildmate dropped her phone and hit the accept all button, and we got a barely active stranger. They barely played. Yeah, and that's it, Josh, is essentially you just have to drag the other players through. It is really all you can do. Like I said, with the free-to-play account on the test server, we had 3 of us active, 2 of us inactive. Right now, we're at the boss. We can't kill him. We don't have enough to kill him. So ultimately, we're not going to hit the final rank. We're not going to hit heroic. We are stuck with master, and that's where we'll stay because we cannot, or maybe we might not even be master yet because we can't kill the boss. So we're kind of stuck. New inactive players should just get the marks, not be set back by distribution. Yeah, and exactly, Hyatt, they're going to have to do something. They're going to have to do something. They have to adjust it. They have to change it. I had no problem coming through here, but again, I'm coming in with guildies. We pre-formed teams coming in here, which was easy. We killed the boss out. The boss is actually very, very easy. Once he hits this 80% mark, you have to kill all these beacons. The beacons were relatively easy. Once the beacons were down, you just burn him down, and that was it. So it was pretty easy. You're fine. Just RNG really I'm there at 370. Yeah, and I think that's just going to kind of be it. Is what I'm thinking, Oliver, is it is going to be RNG to sit here and try the same stage a couple hundred times to get it to work is really how we're going to have to push through here. What's going on, Sono Rez? Haven't seen you in a bit. How you been? My guild did the same, pre-made teams. Yep, absolutely. That was kind of the way to do it. The pre-made teams made it very, very easy to go through here. Just because we already went in, we already knew what factions players were going to pick. Thank you, Sono Rez. Yep, we just hit 35. This is what we were hoping for, the happy Easter, that we could get in here and we could make our progression into 35. And we did 35-4. This is again where we're going to be stuck. Gaining levels, gaining RNG, going to go ahead and push this progression essentially in time. My teammates have all played some, but aren't really helping. Some are still on T1s. See, and that's the other part of it, is with your teammates, if they're sitting on T1s, Tier 2s, they have to be upgrading kind of automatic or on a regular basis. If not, they're going to fall behind with how many hunter marks you're getting. So essentially, if they're falling behind on getting these hunter marks, which I just dropped one of my towns because we were taking out some of these Tier 5s. We still got a couple more Tier 5s that we have to take out. They're still red, so I just gang up. I take out one team, another player takes out a second team, and that is how we pick these up. But essentially, if you're not taking these out or actually leveling up your camps on a regular basis, you're not gonna make it through. You're not gonna have enough resources to go ahead and level up your heroes. As you can see, I have level 4 heroes here. Saurus has been kind of my main carry here. One cool thing to note is when you start getting these mythic gears, they have bonuses in the bottom. So it's actually pretty cool. So all of the mythic gear has bonuses. It comes with its own bonus. If I would have noticed that when I built the mythic gear, I probably would have built it a little bit different. In Namora, I got this. This was the very first item we got from the first boss. So this is an insane amount of stats. When you look at here, not only the hit points, but also the percentage boosted. Super, super strong. Namora lives through everything. She keeps the entire team up. Just having this, it was very cool to see. Only one I got. So all of this, that was the only one I got out of there. Yep, happy Easter, guys. My Saurus has 1 mythic gear now. Yep, exactly. The mythic gear on Saurus seemed to do very, very well for me. It allowed me to take down a lot of towns. Very easy. It even allowed me to take down a lot of the beacons relatively easy with running Saurus in there. I'm level 425 and only 35-4, but I'm really lazy. And that's it, Josh. So one of the big things is now Lilith really needs, and I've said this for months now, they really need to go ahead and incentivize us to push the campaign. I know they just added in the tier stones to go ahead and push the campaign, but ultimately a lot of players don't push the campaign very much because there's very, very minimal reason to. There's not really that much of a reason to. Even here for the AFK loot, doesn't really make a night and day difference when you're pushing a couple more chapters or a couple more stages. Really incentivizing, again, finishing out the chapters, they need to incentivize them more, in my opinion. Has anyone beat 40 chapters? I believe there's a couple players up here, 37, 36. I believe there are a couple players that are further, like the 38, 39. I don't see anyone here right now. We got a couple that are in 37 right now, but they are definitely getting there. So I don't know if they've beat chapter 40. I think chapter 40, it just ends at the end and it says more stages coming soon. So I don't think, I've heard people using auto clickers, but I never would as I'm afraid of getting banned. Yeah, I wouldn't use the auto clickers just in case. I don't know Lilith's stance on it, exactly what it's for. But ultimately, I wouldn't risk it. I know a lot of people do. I know Almo is in 40. There you go. So Almo is in 40. So there's quite a few. What's going on, Monsi? Thank you for joining us. I didn't know there'd be. Yeah, we're doing it tonight because tomorrow is going to be really, really busy, guys. Again, happy Easter to you guys. Not going to have the time. We have family coming over. We got, everything going on with the kids. It's going to be busy, busy day tomorrow, pretty much all day long. And we're getting ready for the 2nd anniversary. So again, Lilith's 2nd anniversary coming out very, very soon. So it will be very cool to see. I know a guy named Just Another Bot who's chapter 40. Yeah, can't wait for the 100 scrolls. You and me both. But you know what? We have 10,000 diamonds here. We did quite a few summons. We can drop our buddy Gorvo out of the wish list. For Wilders, he's already in there. So we got couple more stars we could do on Solus. We have Cirrus. A lot of these heroes, guys, we are completely maxing out. Let's go ahead and drop Solus back in. They're all at 5 stars. Gorvo's at 5 stars, and then just a couple left. So we are definitely getting a lot of these heroes completely maxed out, guys, which is awesome. So we got 2 summons. Let's see. We're going to do 2 Stargazer pulls. We got our 9,000 summons, guys. Stream is almost complete. Happy Easter to you guys. We're going to do 2 pulls. Still never seen the 30,000 diamonds. So now might be the time. If we can pull them, it'd be awesome. Ultimately, I don't think we're going to get anything. But again, it would be very, very cool to see. Still never seen the 30,000 diamonds. And at this point, probably hundreds of Stargazer pulls that I have done. I have never seen them. Vulcan sees them all the time. I don't know how. But ultimately, I have not seen them. So let's go ahead. We'll do 2 summons with our diamonds. Looking for Khazard. If we can pull 2 copies of Khazard, we'll actually have him up to Mythic Plus. And we're building him. We're absolutely building him. All right, guys. So we got 2 pulls. So pull number 1 gives us, not too bad. We got a Mythic loot there. Not any fragments at all. And no copies of Khazard. So unfortunately, nothing there. And our final pull for the stream gives us nothing again. Exactly what I thought we were going to get. I was just hoping we'd get something. Yeah, 100% we're getting the 30K. Which hero do you like but are not good or need reworks? Honestly, every faction has one or two heroes that definitely need a rework. My favorite that needs a rework, of course, is my boy Almus. I love Groot. I really, really feel they could make him solid. They just need to do a rework. Even here, just like Isabella, they have him in like the 480p. Same with Kaz. They did the same. Kaz just kind of sits with the low resolution hero. Doesn't even compare to look how clear and concise everything is on Leica. And then how foggy Kaz is, just a hero they kind of forgot. But ultimately, there's always going to be heroes that are not as good as the rest. When is the anniversary event? So I believe the anniversary event is on Tuesday. I think it is 4/6. I look at Data Win Guy and a couple other players on Reddit. They have said 4/6. So usually they're pretty spot on with 4/6, which for me is Tuesday. So I think Tuesday the event will drop and everything will be up. It may be before then. I don't think it's going to be tomorrow, Monzi. I think it is going to be on Tuesday because, like I said, I rely on the information on Discord and Reddit is where I get a lot of it from. And I just kind of pass on, yep, April 6th. That's what I've read and that's what I've seen is going to be the drop for the event on the global servers. So it's going to be very soon. But again, guys, that will do it for our stream for tonight. Again, thank you for joining us. Happy Easter to everyone out there. Absolutely amazing time here. We got into chapter 35. We got a ton of food for a lot of different heroes, which is exactly what we wanted to do. We have a lot of heroes to still build in here, which is cool. From Costa Rica, what's going on, Christopher? From Costa Rica. So ultimately, guys, we will continue. I got to figure out who I'm going to use my new stones, the tier 3 stones on. We still have our free chest for our gear. Swap scroll, I am just sitting on it. I don't know who to swap right now. Right now, I don't want to swap anybody. I use a lot of the heroes. And it's funny because a lot of people switched out Belinda. Belinda is absolutely amazing when it comes to the hunting fields and the damage that she is putting out in the hunting fields. It is absolutely crazy. Her being in the light bear team, a lot of people have said the light bear team is kind of trash, but I have seen her do super, super high damage on teams in the hunting fields. So essentially that's a lot of people swapped out from Belinda, but now in the hunting fields you need her, and a lot of people don't have her. So it kind of sucks. Happy anniversary! Oh, thank you, Josh Almighty. Hello from Croatia. What's going on in Croatia? Do you think Iran is better than Damon or the opposite? Yosef, Iran and Damon kind of have both their own niche area that they do really well. Iran like a combination works really, really well. Damon can kind of do everything by himself. So they're both kind of opposite factions, but also kind of opposite heroes for what they do and how they do it. Both of them are very, very strong. I wouldn't say one is better than the other one. They're both solid heroes in their own team comps. We have both of them completely maxed out because, again, they're both very, very solid heroes for what they bring to the table with the team comps. So being better really depends who you're fighting, honestly. And here I love his skin. The skin is so cool. I had to have the teddy bear skin. That is such a very, very cool skin. So guys, again, that will do it for tonight. My Eins just roast everything in one shot in the hunting fields. Problem is all the other characters melt instantly. Yeah, exactly. Eins is a monster, guys. That's why we have been completely maxing him out. Why we've put our tier 3 gear on him. When he ults, it's pretty much game over, especially if he does twice. He pretty much kills everything, especially having furniture in the signature item. So again, guys, that will do it for our stream for tonight. Have a safe and happy Easter, guys. Go out, have fun. Stay away from AFK Arena for family. So again, have a great night, guys.